So this place is one giant house. However, everything talks to us. Not creepy at all. All we need to do is just go into this area. And the enemies we're looking for in here are ones who are not made of metal. Because we can't hurt them. That door is actually telling us, hey, the sword you need to cut metal is in that chest up there. We don't need to open that one just yet. But if an enemy's made of metal, well, we still can't hurt it yet. Like one over there. So yeah, let's try and lure him away. Unfortunately, yeah, that I call these guys the scrub and bubble enemies, simply because they fire those bubbles at us, they look like cleaners. We'll be able to kill them shortly, but we'll have to deal with running around at the speed of sound. And my bad singing. Sorry about that. We're starting to get into areas where we can't one-shot at everything with light arrow, but there we go. That's good enough. Hey, we found a cat. Oh, get out before they respawn. Okay, more of these guys. And let them all in. Oh, all as in 3. And we can't kill these enemies. They're also made of metal. We'll get back to that one in a bit. This is the one we want. And not a big deal. Get them before they can shoot their bubbles at us. Alright, that plant is not the one I'm thinking of that gives us an herb. I actually thought that was the door that leads to the Zantetsuken. I wonder if they call it the Zantetsu sword in this one. We'll find out shortly. But we still can't do anything, so yeah, it's time to open this one. See what it gives us. That'll give us a level up. I'm not complaining. Alright, there's the door. So, best thing to do is just leave and go get our new weapon. Doors open. Okay, yep, Zantetsuken. That is the full name. Lets us kill metal enemies, so it's time to backtrack to worlds 1 and 2 and kill those metal enemies there for some extra experience. It does not take long, and it's actually very worth it to do so early. You could wait until after getting the spirit sword, as they call it. And yep, this way. But again, no real wrong time to do it. I'm just going to double back and kill these enemies really quick. It'll only take a few minutes. Again, it is very worth it. Especially since they go down very quickly with the being able to swing and having the power bracelet. And yeah, this will be faster than walking against the grain. Oh, quick 250 experience. We might get to another level before we're done here. This. Okay, oh, Toruneedo. Not gonna lie, probably the worst spell in the game. It is expensive, it is unpredictable, and it does not do any damage during a startup. This, however, that ivy will let us get another emblem. We'll go and grab that before leaving this world. Take these guys out nice and quick. Gotta love it. And this here, another ivy, and a crystal fairy. That crystal fairy is probably the most important in the game, and I will showcase why. But that's also the main reason to actually find the pass from the kids from here much earlier. Now, just jump back out of the painting, run to town, grab our sweet, sweet rewards. Go ahead and do a quick circle around. Go counterclockwise. You may think, what is the point of that ivy right there? It is at least to a dead end. However, dead ends lead to items in this game. Emblem A. And that's probably the best hint to say, hey, start looking in every nook and cranny for these emblems. They can be very well hidden, and even then, that's not always the best clue you can get for them. A couple of them are just ridiculously well hidden. But this one right here gives us the Recover Sword. Can't equip until level 22, but it will heal us every time we kill an enemy. Will come in handy in the latter part of World 6. Oh, nice to have for later. Of course, if you are hurting, you can always equip it and poke enemies with it. Let's jump back to World 2 zippy fast. And this will take a little bit longer because we have to go through the whole fire shrine again, but I think I've optimized it pretty nicely. Only downside is we can't warp back after finishing it, but not a big deal. Alright, let's start. Well, we can really start anywhere. Get them. Alright. I'll come back to that on the way out. This one is the trickiest simply because of where they can go in. If you lose the ones that are going around the perimeter, it can take a while because you have to give chase. If you're fast enough, you can get this one before it gets too far away. And the rest are pretty closely bunched together. I think that's the optimal way of doing this room. For that, we get, well, serious bottle. Though not necessary, but the experience is quite nice for this point in the game. Alright, I'm not worried about the heated floors. Not going to bother equipping the ice armor. The nice thing is, yeah, if you head straight for it, that one, it'll cool off by the time you walk over there. And basically the same thing, you'll get most of the way across this one. Take at least 1 damage. If you're fast, you can kill them while it cools down a bit. And, well, sometimes you might want to wait, might not. Just depends on your damage. Not a big deal. Alright, this one is probably the trickiest to optimize simply because heated floors might be hot. I get a voice crack. And that's all the metal scorpions. So the lair is at the very end. But getting early Zantetsuken in the randomizer and killing these guys, you can get to level 11 before you're done here. And that bird is pointless. Not the one I thought it was. However, again, 100%. Oh, the last layer was down here. Go ahead and get our item, which is 1 experience point. But we can go back to town. I forgot that was the case. In the randomizer, it doesn't always send you back to town. I got confused. But all we need to do, 1 quick trip back to World 3. 1 more metal enemy we can kill. We need the bubble armor as well. And in essence, yeah, we'll be completely done with World 3 after this quick trip. We need to go back to Dhurean and kill that metal monkey. And thankfully we opened the shortcut, so it won't be a big deal at all. Downside is I can't death warp back, but oh well. That crystal fairy's there, and actually, yeah, I'll double check something while we're back in town afterwards too. I think I never got an herb back, did I? Nope. So killing the metal enemies isn't wholly necessary in the first 2 worlds. However, the ones in the painting were more useful than the metal scorpions, I will admit. This one, however, is necessary. Oh, 1 more mermaid, and she has an item for us. And I'm not too worried about taking damage underwater right now, simply because I'm going to warp back. And you don't take damage very quickly underwater. About 1 damage every second or so. Yep. I still take damage during the conversation. That's not a big deal. Okay. Go ahead and talk to this mermaid up here. I should just get an herb. Yep. Yep, she's the herb supplier in this area. But more importantly, let's talk to the one down here. She just stays at the top here. For that, we get the Shaku Netsu no Otsue. Basically, the red hot stick in the US version. It is equivalent to the 3 sacred treasures for the Japanese Imperial line. Also, the same as the 3 sacred treasures from Kid Icarus. Very commonly used throughout video games. But with that done, we need to go back to the right world and can finish up the basement. So that was a nice little detour, a little bit of extra experience. Important item needed to finish the game, and the worst spell in the game at the same time. Plus the recovery sword. But we can go ahead and kill the enemies we couldn't a moment ago. And I was hoping to hit level 18. That didn't quite happen. That's okay. Start with you guys up here. Those mice over there are the most annoying enemies in this area because they traverse the entire perimeter and can go everywhere. So if you miss out on them while they run by you, you may be chasing them. Best thing to do is probably reset the room and intercept them again. Now we can kill you guys. Yeah, just slow and steady. Alright, now we can finish off what we started over here. This is just a nice lengthy process in killing all the enemies that spawn here. This is like a half a dozen layers before being able to move on. That just opens up that. I'll get closer to them. Take that out, not a big deal. Did I? Yeah, I re-equipped the magic armor. We'll get better armor coming up too. Alright, yep. The hopping worms, again, reuse an illusion of Gaia, just much larger. Being surrounded by these guys, not a big deal. And iron mice! Yeah, intercept it. Actually, at this point, yeah, it's probably just better to wait for him to come back around. Oh, that's the last one either way, so... Alright, with that, I'll seal up this one over here. I'm taking a lot of damage in here. It might be a good idea to switch back to the shield bracelet. Alright, another cat. We can't do anything about those cats just yet. Alright, what do we got? Oh, more iron mice, yay. But they do double back, and up. And remain forever annoying. Alright, that's taken care of. Still got the ones down here. Oh, never mind. Hey, level up. That's what I wanted. Alright, that door is actually locked. We can't do anything about it until we find the key. And that cat is absolutely worthless. Alright, before moving on, I want to get over and intercept these iron mice. Who are stuck around me and probably already left the dang room. Well, let's fix that. There they are. There we go. So, okay, 2 more layers, but they're closed. We haven't sealed them, so that's just a shortcut. Not a big deal. It's handy if you're going to die. The next room's pretty dangerous, actually. But this revives somebody. All right. Yeah, that... That chest of drawers is actually quite handy. We just can't get to it yet until we get through the locked door. Alright, this room is probably the worst in this area because we have heated floors. But fortunately, the ice armor does protect us. The downside is, yeah, we need to make sure we are not taking damage from enemies. Go ahead and kill everything here. And... oh, it despawned. See, the thing is... oh, another cat. That one is actually asleep and gives us an item, so it's actually... that's actually one we want to talk to. But these other layers are actually just shortcuts. Now, snipe you guys at the same time. I would argue this room is one of the worst in the speedruns too, because you're not at level 16, and you get to deal with some iron mice that like to run around all over the dang place. Fortunately, we'll be able to take them out without a problem. Oh, remember to equip some better armor once you're done with the heated floors, otherwise you just take unnecessary damage. Alright, hold on to that. So, yeah, iron mice out of this layer right here. To make sure you can hit them before when their iframes run out. Otherwise, yeah, they will get everywhere up there. Ultimately, a path you have to open up. Alright, so that mouse is saying, hey, I want to invite you inside, but I'm worried about the cats. Can you get rid of them for me? We can't do that just yet. We need an item. Going to take care of you guys ahead of time. Nice thing is, well, they charge at us. We can dodge. There's a little shortcut, but handy to have. If I'm better, I can actually kill him before he reach me. Alright, well, more you guys, not a problem. Especially since, like the other ones, well, they'll just charge at you while they have to fly. Easy pickings. All that, well, for a Crystal Fairy. Yay, 300 experience. We get more than that from a single enemy kill. And, well, one more switch back to ice armor. That should be the last time we need it in here. There's one more set of heated floors, but they're not too dangerous. I think we got this one ahead of time. Okay, that set of stairs. That will let us reach the next mini area. Alright. Rubbing bubbles robots, just flow spawning in. And dead. And the iron mice, fortunately, just, yeah. Run right into the mousetrap. By Hasbro. I don't remember the old jingle for it, though. Of course, did anyone ever actually play that game the way it was intended? My brothers and I would always just build the trap to set it off rather than play the game. I honestly don't know the rules of that game. Okay, we'll take some damage here, but only 8. We'll be fine. Try and take them all out at once here, but easier said than done. One that got away was the annoying one. But this layer here is the last one that releases somebody, so we get a model of town. I hate those things. You'll see why shortly. But with that, we can get out of here, heal up, and move on.